In this lesson, we are going to see how to calculate the multi-class matrix for our 3 classification models with Spark code. Back to our notebook, we are going to calculate all the metrics we understood in the last lesson in Spark code for all the 3 classification models. So first we will do it for random forest model. To evaluate these metrics, we need to import one Spark method, that is from pyspark.ml.evaluation import multi-class classification evaluator. Now using this method, we will declare an object in which we will define all our inputs. Okay. So if I keep the object name as multi-evaluator and I specify multi-class classification evaluator, then this method takes 3 inputs based on which it will give you the matrix value. So those 3 inputs are prediction column. In our data, prediction column name is prediction. Second is label column. This is our target column. So in our data, that is drug index. And third is probability column. Okay, this will be useful when we are calculating logs and Hamming loss. Okay, so this column is equal to the probability which model created. So probability. So we have defined all inputs. Now our object is ready. Now we just need to go ahead and calculate. So we have in total 5 classes and we need to calculate these metrics for each class. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these classes into a list, drug classes, and that will be 0.0, 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0. Okay. Now I am going to create a loop for item in drug classes, and this loop will run for one class at a time and will give us the metrics for all the classes for random forest model predictions. Okay. Now let's define and start using our metrics. So the first one we are going to calculate is true positive rate. So true positive rate for class, so we will take item here, is, so this is just for proper instructions and message. Then what we are going to do is, now we are going to use this multi-evaluator object to calculate our true positive rate. How we do that is, we will type multi-evaluator dot evaluate. Okay, and in that we will provide the RF predictions data frame. Okay, comma. Now we need to specify 2 things here, for which label we are calculating and which metrics we are calculating. So for that, this provides you 2 attributes which we can use here. The first one is which metric. So for that, metric name. Okay, and the second one is metric label. Okay, so this one has to have the value of which metric you are trying to calculate. So in this line we are trying to calculate true positive rate, and this one has to tell for which label or which class you are trying to calculate this. So our metric name is true positive rate by label, and my metric label is basically my item in the loop, that is my class in the loop. Okay. Okay. Now before we run this and just test this first one, what we need to check is string and float concatenation. So this is numeric, so we'll put an str in front of it. Okay, and this value will come as a numerical value, so we will put an str in front of this as well. Okay, now let's run this. So this has now told me my true positive rate for each of my classes. Okay, if you remember, this was the same values which were there in the Excel sheet. So similarly in this loop, now I am going to add rest all the matrices. So if I copy this and take it here, next will be false positive rate. Okay, and this will become false. Okay, next will be true negative rate. Now for true negative rate, this particular method does not have a direct attribute because we can calculate the true negative rate with 1 minus false positive rate. So whatever we have done in false positive rate, we will take it here. Okay, and what we are going to do is we are going to do 1 minus. Now similarly, let's calculate false negative rate, which will be equivalent to 1 minus true positive rate. So if I take my true positive rate and I calculate my false negative rate from it, that will become 1 minus my false positive rate. Okay, so with this we have written the code for calculating all the positive and negative rates. Now let's calculate precision recall and F measure. For that, take this row and precision for class, it will be precision by label. Okay, and there will be no 1 minus. So our precision for class will come from metric name precision by label. Similarly, recall for each class will come from recall by label. Okay, and the last one, F measure, it will come from F measure by label. Okay, so these are the basic metrics: true positive rate, false positive rate, true negative rate, false negative rate, precision for class, recall for class, and F measure for class. Now we also had some weighted metrics which has to be calculated for each class. Okay, so we are going to add that as well. Let's take a line break here. So for all of these metrics we are going to calculate the weighted version. So let's take it, copy paste here. Now we will be calculating weighted true positive, and that will be calculated from metric name weighted true positive. Similarly, weighted false positive rate, that will be calculated from metric weighted false positive. Sorry, I missed a rate here. Okay, weighted true negative rate will be calculated from 1 minus weighted false positive rate. So we have 1 minus weighted false positive rate. Weighted false negative rate will be calculated with weighted true positive with a 1 minus. So 1 minus weighted true positive rate will be equivalent to weighted false negative rate. So let me change that. Okay. Now for precision, recall and measure, these also can be calculated in weighted terms. Okay, for this the metric name will be weighted precision, weighted recall, weighted F measure. So now we have written the code for evaluating all the class specific metrics for a multi-class example. Let me just write one more comment here. Metrics for random forest classification model, trained predictions on trained data. Okay. Now let's go ahead and run this. So this is now running. So this is now completed. If we come and check, then we can see that for each class, all of our metrics are calculated. Okay. And then in the end, the model level metrics are calculated. So with this, we have calculated metrics for random forest model predictions. Now we are going to calculate the same for our next model, that is decision tree model. For that, first we are going to read the decision tree predictions data. So we will keep that data in DT predictions DF and we will read it from Parquet as we stored the data in Parquet format. Then we'll go back to our bucket and we will choose decision tree predictions data. Let's copy this. And if I put this here and provide header equals to true, my data is red. Now I'm going to calculate all of these metrics on decision tree predictions. So for that, let's copy the code from here, okay, and journalize it a bit. Okay, so I am doing it for model is decision tree. So I can put it here, okay, and okay, so whichever model I will specify, it will take. Now when we calculate the metrics, our evaluation metrics, formulas and everything will stay the same. The only difference will be this time we will be evaluating it in this data set which has been predicted by decision tree model. So I will replace RF predictions DF everywhere with decision tree model. We can also journalize this at the top. Now let's run for decision tree prediction metrics. So this is now running. Wait for it to finish. So this is calculated. If we come down and look, all the metrics are calculated for decision tree predictions. Now we'll repeat the same exercise for last model, that is logistic regression classification. So let's take LR predictions as well. Go back to here, take LR predictions and tell header equals to true. Okay. Now we are going to calculate the same metrics on LR predictions data. So take it again, copy here, and this time my model is logistic regression classification. Okay. And I will evaluate on logistic regression predictions dataset. So I will change this. So now this code caters to LR predictions DF metrics calculation. Now let's go ahead and run this. This is running now. Let's wait for it to finish. So this is now completed. If we come down and check, all metrics for logistic regression results are also calculated. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to look at these metrics which has been provided by all three models. Okay. Why we have calculated for all three models is, we are trying to evaluate that when we trained our data set with these three different algorithms, which of these algorithms provided our best results in training. Okay. So if I look at random forest results in terms of class respective precision and recalls, and if I compare it with decision tree and logistic regression classification, you will see that decision tree has provided results quite close to what random forest has provided. Okay. But if I look at my logistic regression classification, even without looking at my respective class metrics, I can see that my accuracy for LRC model is below 50%, which is not a good outcome. That means that logistic regression classification was not able to identify the right outcome with the data set you provided, and this is not the right algorithm for our use case. So what I am going to do is, I am going to use random forest model which has provided the best results for our data set to score the test data in the next lesson. So what we can conclude here is that for our use case and data set, random forest model has provided the best predictions to predict which drug type was taken by the respective patient, and can be a good model to predict the same value on a new data set where we need to know, after providing a patient background, that which drug should be the suitable one for him or her. So in the next lesson, we are going to score our test data using the random forest model, and then we are going to see and calculate the same metrics for test data as well. So let's go ahead and do that.